Hello there, fellow gamers, it's your boy Pedro from Nintendo here. And if you stumbled across this video while searching for a Super Mario Bros. The movie review, then welcome to my channel. I usually talk about games, art, and other nerd stuff, so of course I couldn't resist sharing my thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2023 edition. But feel free to watch some of my other videos after you're done with this one, and don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Now, I have to admit, from the start of this movie's production, there were some big red flags. The movie was produced by Illumination, the folks behind the Minions and other cash grab movies, plus with all the celebrity voices attached to the project, I had my doubts.
Man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas.
Thankfully, Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario and self-proclaimed Bowser Jr.'s mother, search that up, kept a close eye on the production to ensure the final product would do justice to the beloved video game franchise. So, after all the hype, how did the movie turn out? Well, before you get into that, I should mention that I am a Brazilian, currently living in Brazil, but not for too long, I hope, and I had to watch the movie dubbed in Brazilian Portuguese. This means that I won't be commenting on the performance of the English-speaking cast, but if you want to know, the Brazilian voice actors did an amazing job, especially the actor who played Mario, who tried his best to sound just like Charles Martinet.
Que lugar é esse?
And well, I hope at least this will help me focus on the important stuff, like characters, plot points, and how well the games were adapted to the silver screen. So let's go. Now, there may be some minor spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution. The movie opens up with an epic scene of Bowser invading the Ice Kingdom to get his hand on the Superstar. And come on, that's clearly a Starman, not a Power Star, but okay. And it's a thrilling moment that immediately establishes the danger that Bowser possesses. Besides the powerful army at his disposal, he's very dangerous himself. And now that he has his hands on the Superstar, he set his sights on conquering the Mushroom King. Then the movie immediately cuts to that iconic Super Mario Bros. Plumbing commercial that we saw a month ago, as we're now in Brooklyn and are officially introduced to the brothers themselves, Mario and Luigi. And yeah, this scene does an excellent job of establishing their personalities and their dynamic. Luigi is clumsy and somewhat clueless, while Mario is the responsible old brother who always has his siblings back. We also learned that the brothers recently left their old job at the Wrecking Crew to start their own tumbling company, spending the last dime on this commercial to get some clients. Which fortunately works. This is succeeded with another great scene where the brothers' van malfunction and they have to get to their client's house on foot. This helps establishes that Mario is very athletic and somewhat of a go-getter, while Luigi kinda lags behind but's always following his brother. And I can't stress enough that these opening scenes are absolutely great. You can feel the passion on every shot, with tons of references to other Nintendo properties and the legacy of the brothers in general. Unfortunately, for me, that's where the movie was at its best, as from now on the quality kinda takes a nosedive, and at the client's house, Mario and Luigi have some hijinks happen to the house pet dog that felt very generic, like super Illumination stuff, which in turn make them screw up this bumbling job. And after returning home, the brothers receive no support from the family, who don't show any interest to their new venture. Oh, by the way, Mario and Luigi have a family, complete with father, mother, brothers, and sisters. And yeah, they are not important at all. But everything changes when Mario sees a news report about a mysterious leak flooding the city streets. He's convinced that he can solve the problem and become a kind of hero for the city. This leads the brothers to the sewer system, where they stumble upon a strange green pipe that transports them to another dimension. And while in the warp pipe, the brothers get separated and Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, of course, while Luigi is sent to the Dark Lands. At first, this works really well for the story, as Mario now has a concrete reason to go up against Bowser, as he has to save his little brother, no matter the cost. It just so happens that now he's caught up in this war between kingdoms. However, as the movie progresses, Luigi is essentially reading out of the story, making it more of a Mario movie than a Mario Brothers one. And like, not to get into spoilers, but there was a perfect moment in the movie that they could easily have made this switcheroo, have Luigi been saved, but now Bowser has Princess Peach instead, and after Peach helped save his brother, Mario now has a reason to go and save Peach, but they don't do that. By the way, it is at this point in the movie that Mario finally meets up with Peach. After arriving in the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario meets a toad that leads him to the castle. And after a bunch of fish out of water gags about Mario not being used to the Mushroom Kingdom and getting himself in trouble for it, they finally arrive at the castle. And Peach is very understandably shocked to see Mario, as he is the only human besides her in this world. And after explaining to her that his brother is on the Dark Lands, Peach lets him join her in her quest to save the kingdom. That is, if he can finish an obstacle course first. And yeah, we are greeted to some more gags and a training montage over an 80s pop song. Anyway, Peach, Mario, and not Captain Toad journey to the Kong Kingdom to seek their help against Bowser. And the movie finally starts to unfold as they travel from kingdom to kingdom. Unfortunately, the movie starts to drag as it tells the same jokes over and over again and starts to get boring real quick. The Mario vs Donkey Kong fight is a nice change of pace, but it's more of the same as Mario just keeps getting in trouble because his lack of knowledge. You know, the same fish out of water joke told over and over again. And apparently, it was the Kongs who invented Mario Kart, as they used the cars to get around the kingdom. And then, the whole movie stops for this Mario Kart chase scene, where the heroes are making their way back to the Mushroom Kingdom with the Kongs on the Rainbow Road and all, but then they are ambushed by Bowser's minions, and I know that Mario Kart is very popular right now, but this just feels so hardy and it just felt so forced, like they really wanted a slice of that Mario Kart popularity for this movie. And this feeling kinda lingered for the entire duration of the movie. While the characterization of the characters is on point, the movie just feels generic. It lacks the creativity that fans of the franchise were hoping for. As I said before, Mario and Luigi are on point with how they felt in the games, and Bowser is amazing. Oh my god, he's definitely the character highlight of the movie. I bet this is mostly because of the involvement of Jack Black on the whole, but Bowser is a treat every scene he's in. He can be funny, menacing, and have all sorts of range. And yeah, Donkey Kong is also very entertaining, being super cocky but on the best possible way. And I like what they did to Peach, making her more capable, but I feel that at points she just felt too capable. Okay, I know that she gets captured so often in the games that it is a joke at this point, and I get why they didn't want to make her another damsel in distress, but I just think they went too much in the opposite direction. It's not a bad movie, but it just felt too sanitized to appeal to the most broad audience possible. I don't know, man, as a long-time fan, I expected a little bit more, and that goes even for how the movie looks. It's a very good-looking movie, the best one Illumination has put out so far in the filmography. But now that we live in a post-Spider-Verse world, with bad guys, Puss in Boots, and the upcoming TMNT movie to boot, this movie just feels even more generic by comparison. Which is absurd coming from Nintendo. They are the guys behind Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, Breath of the fucking Wild. It just doesn't feel like Nintendo at all. The best part of the movie is undoubtedly the soundtrack, with amazing compositions based on the classic game tunes by Koji Kondo. Other video games adaptations should take note from that, Sonic the Hedgehog, and they are the best part because they are what best capture the magic from the games. But even then, they felt the need to place 80s pop songs throughout the movie. And I don't know, the minute I hear those songs, I just felt my brain turn off and go like, ugh, Illumination. By the way, it's super funny to me that we live in a timeline where both Shrek and Mario share a scene over Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. It's just insane. And I actually just found out while recording that an entire orchestral rearranging of the Donkey Kong Country theme was cut for Take Me On instead? Like, what the fuck? The movie is just so basic. There's no substance in this movie. It doesn't really have any story to follow, no character arc. They just go from one beat to another really fast, trying to reference everything they can into this 9-minute movie, like the aforementioned Mario Kart scene. Despite all of this, the movie feels like it's full of nothing. It's an origin story, I get that. They couldn't go all out on this one, but they could have done so much more. I just wish they would lean more on the route that Detective Pikachu chose. That movie doesn't waste any of its running time explaining what a Pokemon is and what a Pokemon trainer is. It just assumes the audience kinda already knows that. I mean, of course it does. Pokemon is the biggest media franchise in the world, but Mario is the most famous video game character of all time. Make Mario and Luigi's introduction way quicker, leave behind any filler, and just have a more focused story based only 1 or 2 games instead of trying to do lots of different stuff, including Mario Kart. Like, really, just adapt any of the RPG games. Paper Mario is a great example of a good story told with Mario characters, but I guess Miyamoto finally did it. The guy made a movie without a story. But the most egregious thing they pulled out of this movie is that Yoshi's not in it. How dare they? Too little Yoshi, 6 out of 10.